AI in schools?
Yes, yesterday in Parliament, generative and artificial intelligence in schools was held by a debate in Parliament. Now, Charles looked at this this subject in, I think it's the 20th of March last year, on the UK column. But this is the first time it's been debated in Parliament, with another broader debate planned for 2026. Now, when I read this, I read through the whole thing, and it's not very long. I have put it in the show notes. It's quite an interesting debate, and it throws up there's a whole can of worms there, really, about AI in schools, because teachers are using it to plan their lessons. It makes their lives easier. They're strapped for time, and the pupils are using it because it's easier, and they don't have to. They don't have to think so much, and they don't have to write so much. So, but there needs to be really tough guidelines on all of this. The discussion was led by Damien Hines, MP. He was focused on how generative AI could be integrated into schools to support teaching, modernise administration, and shape student learning while safeguarding academic integrity and cognitive skills. Although he did state we have to think about the impact on children in their most formative years, on their sense of self, their understanding of the world, and their mental well-being. That includes the very youngest of children, who will be growing up in a world of the Internet of Things and connected toys. It will be that much more important to draw the line between what is real and what's human and what is not. Now, these are very good questions, because there is a blurring of all of this when you bring AI into teaching and schools. The potential benefits he highlighted were obviously alleviating teacher workload, in lesson planning and all that kind of thing, and it would free up around 3 hours per week for each teacher. Boosting accessibility and inclusion. It can help children with special needs and disadvantaged backgrounds through tailored resources, and preparing students for the future. Understanding the technology, but there's a lot of risks as well. The erosion of critical thinking and originality. Studies show how decreased brain activity and memory recall when using ChatGPT. Academic integrity threats, cheating concerns. There's been a lot of bullying using AI tools. All sorts of things that are really not good. Privacy bias and transparency. Now, the government, action. The Department of Education launching AI pilot schemes to try and see what the problems are. And the department will host a global summit on AI in education in 2026. So anyway, the common ground is that that there has to be more sort of debate about this and looking at all the data. Now, Jo Franklin, she is the Lib Dem MP for. She said the government owns AI opportunities. Action plan fails to address children and their rights and development needs, despite encouraging schools to move fast and learn things. AI use in schools has reached a critical juncture. According to Ofcom, 50% of children aged 8 to 17 have already used AI tools. And the Alan Turing Institute and the LEGO report says that 60% of teachers actively use generative AI. And we've heard many colleagues across the chamber today reference that AI is everywhere. So they're using it anyway. Now, there's a website looking at the rights of children in schools, and it's called Defend Digital Me. I'd urge parents worried about data collection of children to look at this, because it's really good. And here's one of their short videos.
School is an important time for everyone, helping to shape the people we will become. As we grow up, our digital footprint grows with us wherever we go. Every day, all day, what pupils do is turned into data. And every term, data leaves school about each of us to go into our national record. Most families have no idea we have one. All the hundreds of bits of data shared with the government can be given to companies, charities and the media, and we don't get told why or what they use it for. Schools can also pass on data about us through apps, to companies who mine it. Some pass it on again and again. Thousands of companies get to know us as children extremely well. Our behaviour, our internet searches, our health data, machine-made predictions, all help to build up a picture of us, including any mistakes, forever. So you'll carry all this around long after you leave school. From job interviews to decisions in your local authority, you have the right to know who knows what about you. Data should support our children, not use us for marketing or hold back our lives. Help us make the change for millions of children, make school records safe and hold the government to account. To find out what's in
Thank you. Links to that website and to the bill are in the show notes. And lastly, there's a quote from Asval Khan. He says, "One concern I'm beginning to feel is that while acknowledging that the technological development is important, an over-reliance on generative AI runs the risk of limiting open-mindedness, independent thinking, literacy and creative skills. Does the Right Honourable Member agree that we must protect key critical thinking and reasoning skills in children and young people for their future and ours?" I tend to agree with him.
Absolutely, Sandy. I don't think it's a risk. I think it's a certainty, but we'll talk about that in extra as well.